got a dream. Learn nothing was blocking me. I was the problem, the only one stopping me. I didn't like it, I had to refocus. Now I'm devoted, I know where I'm going. Controlling emotions, I'm owning the moment. In order to get it, see, you gotta want it. This type of flow make a living break. Confessions over these 808s. Don't sleep on the key, better stay away. I mean, for heaven's sake, I'ma be the best. Came from the endless, playing with the games, bitch with the chest. Beating on my chest, trying to get my rest. Watch me while I flex. Every win is a blessing, and every L is a lesson. So when I run into rejection, I know it's only redirection. I see the blessings right beside me. The chances of quitting are likely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me. Boxes, boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never.
Baseball State Championships, and it's Game 1 for Division 5, which features some of the top talent in small school baseball, two of which are taking the field 10 minutes from now. Coming up is the only 1 versus 2 semifinal that you will see this weekend. The top dogs of the Golden Bears back in Akron for a 4th consecutive season. They've used their heartbreaking semifinal loss last season as fuel, cruising past the districts and regionals. Their opponent today is the Coldwater Cavaliers, a team playing for more than a baseball title. They have their eyes set on solidifying themselves as the best athletic department in Ohio this school year, as they've already won 3 state titles to date. Can they make it 4, or will the Bears grow one step closer to being golden once again? You'll find out next on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience. OH Report brings you local high school sports coverage like nobody else. In football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball, soccer, wrestling, track and field. If it's happening in our area, we're streaming it. Time now for your United Fencing LTD pregame show
from Canal Park, one of the most beautiful ballparks in the state of Ohio. Only right that we're here for a D5 state semifinal. Waynedale Golden Bears, 28-4 thus far this year. They're looking to make themselves a state champion for the third season in the last 4 years. Jonathan Langdon alongside Travis Berardi as they take on the Coldwater Cavaliers.
Yeah, this is a great matchup. I've said it all week long. This is the marquee matchup for the semifinals at Canal Park and at Thurman Munson Stadium, as these two teams are ready to battle. Should be a great one.
Talk about Coldwater, of course, their baseball team, fantastic, but we got to talk about the success they've had overall as an athletic department. Football state champions, also volleyball state champions, girls track and field just a couple weeks ago. They were able to secure a state championship, and now Coldwater's trying to make it forward.
Yeah, and I mean, Coldwater is a perennial power out. They're MAC, I believe, in the MAC, and I mean the MAC, they always play very good sports out there, and baseball team just like it. Mason Welsch, one of the main reasons they are so good. 384 average, 40 runs scored, and 33 RBI. But let's send it down to the field. Playing the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Continue our pregame show here after the national anthem. Talked about Coldwater, 28-2 this year, 9-0 in the MAC conference. Always a great conference. Very hard to go undefeated in that league, but Coldwater just able to do that. They are the number 2 team in Division 5, just behind the team that we are here for, the Waynedale Golden Bears. 2019 was the last time Coldwater made the state tournament. They won that tournament. Yeah,
they are, I mean, it's been a bit since they have been here, but now for Coldwater, they've just been running roughshod through D5, but you know who else has been as well? Those Golden Bears of Waynedale High School.
Their 4th straight appearance in the state tournament. They just won their 19th WCAL title in undefeated fashion, something they haven't done in quite a long time. 13th district title, 5th regional title, all of which have seemed to come in the last 10 years. So this Golden Bear program definitely in their golden era of baseball.
Yeah, and I mean, they gave us hats last year of, you know, their 2 state championships. They thought, you know, this could be a 3rd one, but they just had a tough loss to Heath, chip on their shoulder. They want to get back here, and one of the reasons why they're back here and with the number 1 ranking is because of this pitcher right here. His name is Shane Coblentz.
And he's warming up right now on the field as we're just about set to go. 4:01 first pitch time set. Coblentz, fastball, gets up over 90 with that fastball, curveball as well, and a slider. He is 11-0 on the season. He has been nearly unblemished up until that game that he played against Cardinal Mooney in the regional semi where he let 3 go by. But this guy is always dangerous.
Oh, he is one of the best. He is the best pitcher. I'm going to say it now in Division 5 and one of the best in the state. And we're Malone University, they are getting quite the arm.
Yeah, and also talking about the Cardinal Mooney 3 runs that they scored in the regional. He's only given up 5 or 7 all season, so nearly half of that came in that regional semifinal game. Looking to clean things up against a really strong Coldwater lineup as we look at their keys to victory here today. We know they love to run the bases, over 125 stolen bases this year, but a 4-year starter on the other side for Franks behind the plate for Waynedale. That's going to be a nice test.
And one of the best mustaches in the state of Ohio, and he can throw it as well. And then, yeah, got to keep the score low. This is a state semifinal game, so if you can do that, keep the score low, you'll have a chance. And then for Waynedale as well, clean the field. and control from Coblentz.
First pitch of the day is in. We are underway from Canal Park here in Akron.
Just a reminder, fans, we are now officially on audio-only mode because of state regulations. We can only show you audio right now, but we will have a full video delay later on.
Behind in the count 2-0, Coblentz brings in a pitch, gets it to foul off of the bat on a check swing. So the count moves to 2-1. Coblentz, 0.75 ERA this year, 81 strikeouts. That leads the team by over 10 strikeouts. Next pitch is fouled away to the right field side. Count even up at 2. Braxton Taylor at the plate for the Coldwater Cavaliers, 2.39 average this year. Next pitch from Coblentz, swung on, grounded over to first base, scooped up. Logan Troyer tags the bag for out number 1 and plenty of time.
Yeah, just got late on that swing right at the first baseman. Easy play. Troyer didn't even have to move, and that is the first out of the ball game, 3 unassisted.
So that'll bring up Carson Homan, best bat so far for Coldwater this year. First pitch from Coblentz is high for ball 1. Homan this season, 422 average. He's the only player for the Coldwater Cavaliers to be over 400 with that batting average. 491 OBP. Next pitch is high and away. Actually, no, they'll get it on the top right corner, so that is in for a strike, even at 1.
Early on, Coblentz needs to get that.
Swing and a miss here. Counts 1-2.
He needs to get the location locked down, and it seems like he's done it against this very good Coldwater lineup. And Coldwater's faced some good pitchers. They faced Daniel Lemaster, the Central District Player of the Year. It was 0-0 through 5, but then they were finally able to break through with an error, a run on an error in the 6th, and then 6 runs against Daniel Lemaster in the top of the 7th inning. Just finished it off.
Coblentz delivered a pitch across the plate. Homan fouled it off to left field. Out of play. Counts 1-2 with just 1 out on the ground out to first by the leadoff hitter. Next pitch swung on, grounded. This will stay in the infield. Shortstop makes the play. Jordan Miller across the diamond records out number 2, just a step ahead of Homan running over to first.
Taking a look at the Hummel replay, it's just, he chopped at it. It's an easy ground ball. Score that 6-3, and for Shane Coblentz, this is what he's done all year long. Not hard contact, let his defenders get in front of the ball and make the play.
Already up to the next hitter. This first pitch misses high to Mason Welsch, our player spotlight for the Cavaliers. 384 average. This is not a team that hits too many homers. Next pitch is in there for a strike on the outside edge, so we're even at 1. But this guy scores with the best of them. 40 runs scored in the RBI category. Also, he's got 33 of those. This one misses low and out. Moves to 2-1. That fastball from Shane Coblentz hit 91 on the gun. Next pitch. Took some speed off that time. That one misses, 3-1.
Big first 2 outs. It doesn't matter who you are. It's a state semifinal. Just the emotions are completely different as this has popped up, and I may have to hold off on my comments, but it fouls off. It doesn't matter who you are. The emotions of a state semifinal like this, you have to calm yourself in times like these, because if you get too amped up, you may overthrow, overthink some things. A couple errors early on may, domino effect later on. So if you can get like a 1-2-3 inning here early on, you're in good shape.
Wind up from Coblentz, the 3-2 pitch. This one lined to right. That'll get down just before Hudson Barkman out there, who's playing deep to respect Welsh. That's the first hit of the ball game with 2 outs. Coldwater's got a base runner.
Mason Welsch, that's why he's the player spotlight player. Just taking what was given to him, not doing too much, driving it with the pitch out in the right field, and now they have a base runner and see what he can do. 13 actually 20 stolen bases on the season. This could turn a single into a double with 2 out.
So that'll bring up Balin Blockberger, who takes a high ball 1. Balin, a senior, one of 8 seniors on this team for Coldwater. It's very similar to what we saw out of Waynedale in their last semifinal loss to Heath that had a very experienced team. This next pitch is in for a strike. Staying on that high end. That one just dances with the line. So 1-1 the count, 2 gone, runner on first. That's Mason Welsch. Coblentz takes a look over. Set in the stretch. Nods at the pitch. Call from catcher behind the plate. This one is swung on and popped up over at short, just outside of the infield. That one's caught by Jordan Miller. That'll do it for the top half of the first. No runs across the board. Golden Bears will have a crack at it when we come back on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
On the mound for Coldwater is Owen Kunk, another one of those seniors that we talked about with this experienced team. 10-1 record this year, 1.28 ERA as we sit in the bottom half of the first. Shane Coblentz, the pitcher on the other side, will lead things off for the Golden Bears as he takes ball 1 low. In the field for Coldwater, starting in the outfield left to right, is Liefeld, Taylor, Depwig. Potcotter at third. Next pitch here, checked. They're going to go to the umpire at first. He did go, so the count moves to 1-1. Moving on with the field, Homan at short, Welsh at second, Blockberger at first, Spriggs behind the plate, and of course Kunk on the mound. And a 1-1 count, delivers the next one, that one high. So Coblentz up ahead 2-1.
Yeah, he can easily work the count for you.
Last fastball registered at 80 miles an hour for Kunk. Here's next one. That one high and in. Coblentz is up ahead. And a nice hitter's count to start things off for the Golden Bears against the number 2 team in Division 5. Coldwater 28-2 coming into the game. This one gets across the zone. I'll take it full. The amount of times in this tournament run I've seen Coblentz start out the game in a big 3-2 count. Here's a payoff. Swung and a grounder. That'll get past the second baseman who is shifting to his right. And Coblentz has a leadoff single. Gets it through that 4 gap.
Wow. I mean, this is what they've been doing all year long, is working the count, finding your pitch, and just like we saw with 2 outs with Welsch. Coblentz taking the pitch, going in the right field, base hit.
That'll bring up his senior counterpart, Tristan Franks. So the pitcher-catcher duo all postseason long have been going 1-2 in the lineup. Franks, one of the most patient hitters I have seen this season. Infield in, just the third baseman, in fact, as he lays down a bunt. It's a nice one. That'll get Coblentz over to second. Out at first is made on the third baseman's throw. Potcotter makes out number one. Coblentz stands at second.
Small ball. It's exactly what you need to do. I mean, this team can score in bunches, but in a game like this, once again, you need to get that. The first team to get that first run across gets more comfortable. And if you want to get a run in the first inning, it makes Coblentz on the mound more comfortable as well.
So that'll bring in a sophomore now, Cam Miller. Right-hander will go up against Kunk with a runner in scoring position with one gone. Look back to second. Not too big of a lead from Coblentz as the pitch is in there for a strike on the outside line. Owen Kunk battled against Ottawa Hills for 6 innings, striking out 5, walking 1, and giving up 3 runs, one of which was earned. Next pitch from him. Breaking ball in the dirt. Coblentz will stay right where he's at. Count moves even, 1-1. Not often you see a team pitch somebody for a regional championship and turn her right back around and have them go for the state semi rather than the state championship, but that's what Coldwater's opted to do here. Another breaking ball. That one's in. Just hits the lower inside corner. Nicely located. 65 mile an hour curveball. 1-2 the count. Coblentz's lead not getting any bigger. They'll still throw it 2 there. Coblentz is in plenty of time, didn't even have to dive. Miller squares away again in the box. He's down 1-2. One gone, runner on second. Second baseman cheating towards the bag behind the pitcher. Here's the delivery from the stretch. That one's fouled away to the sweets on the other side of the field.
Fighting it off once again. Working the count here early on. The more you can wear out a pitcher early on, the more it makes him think.
Cam Miller, the best average on the team, 396. Coblentz goes on the pitch, swing and a pop-up.
Wow,
that
he had
is fouled off to right.
Huge start there. He was halfway to third by the time that ball was released. Hit and run was on. But Miller just unable to keep it in play.
Back to a 1-2 count. Look back to second. Couple more looks after that good jump earlier. Here's the pitch now, grounded over to second. Making up ground is Welsh. He throws to first for out number 2. And Coblentz rounded third, but got back quickly after the first baseman Blockberger threw over. He's safe there. Out number 2 recorded. 90 feet away from scoring the first run is Waynedale, and Jordan Miller will step up to the plate.
Number 2, Jordan Miller.
Miller, the cleanup hitter, shortstop. He has done quite a lot this season. Anytime you're in the 4-hole, you have that confidence to get the run across. Big at bat for him this season to try and get Waynedale on the board first.
Lower outside corner, first pitch hits from Kunk for a strike. 317 hitter. This next pitch misses outside. Jordan, however, in the regional tournament had his share of struggles, 0 for 7. But he was still able to drive in a run, score one of his own as well. Looking to try and open things back up. Kunk delivers again. Inside corner. And that's in there for a strike. Jordan was crowding the plate.
I was about to say I thought that hit him, but we saw this in the game yesterday. Calvert, Newark Catholic, everybody was crowding the plate. You saw him move out of the way thinking, oh, it's a ball. But because they're so close to the plate, that catches that corner, and it's a strike.
Here's the 1-2 from Kunk. Gets a high swing and a miss. And they get out of a pickle with Coblentz at third. No runs cross the board here in the first. Coldwater back to the bats when we come back.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
One hit apiece for both Waynedale and Coldwater in the first inning. No runs across the board, so we sit here in the second with the Cavaliers trying to strike first. Leading things off will be Mason Smith for the Cavaliers, senior, another one of those. 0 for 3 day in the regional title game. Looking to reverse roles here in this one as he goes up against the speedy Shane Coblentz. First pitch is fouled back to us here in left.
On the season, Mason Smith, a 380 on base, 354 average, 9 doubles and a triple, along with his 22 RBI.
Next pitch low and away. That evens the count at 1. So Golden Bears have never seen Coldwater Cavaliers up until today when it comes to the last 10 seasons. That pitch is in there for a strike in the lower outside corner. We move to a 1-2 count. Coblentz ahead.
That's all he has to continue doing. Keep working ahead in the count.
Next delivery. Outside, just misses in the eyes of Blue. That was awfully close.
And watch Blue, too. He kind of stuttered and then just said, nope. Last second, he's like, that is not a strike. That is a ball.
Coblentz delivers again. Foul ball right over to the on-deck circle. We're awaiting his opportunity is Cody Depweg. Moves to 2-2.
Both teams one hit in that first inning.
Wind up the delivery, fouled back again. .91-mile-per-hour fastball right there. Even count still 2-2. Wind up the set, the delivery. Breaking ball outside. Oof. That one misses as well. They're not missing by much.
No. And again, the umpire started standing for a second and then crouched back down. That's a ball. Full count. Big pitch here early on.
The payoff pitch to Smith. Swung on off of the face mask of Franks on the foul tip. It'll take some time to try to regather himself after that shot. Takes off the catcher's mask. So we'll have another 3-2 pitch on the way, but just making sure Franks is okay. Seems to be. Puts the mask back on. He's ready to go. That hit him square on the visor, basically.
Technology now, the way you have your face mask and everything, it hurts, but at least it isn't as lethal as it once was about 10 years ago when he got smacked in the faces. That just missed as well. What an at-bat there by Mason Smith to work that walk.
So he reaches first on a low and in pitch. And up next is Cody Depweg. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts against Ottawa Hills in the regional championship. Braden Steiner at third for Waynedale is very shallow, looking for a bunt. Coblentz moves to the stretch with a runner on. They square to bunt. Pulls back, pitches a strike. Good sequence there if you're Waynedale.
Something we saw with Calvert yesterday, they tried forcing to get the lead runner. It turned into an error, and it had a couple errors on that. Get the out here, especially early on. You're going to have a lot of at-bats. If they're going to bunt it, take that run at first unless something, it goes right to you and you can make the sure play.
This bunt gets down right in front of the pitcher. Steiner comes over, collects, throws to first, out there. Runner moves to second with one gone now. So just like Waynedale had in the bottom half of the first, another sacrifice bunt moves a runner in scoring position, this time for the Cavaliers.
And they're going to give you an out, take it at first, especially with Shane Coblentz on the mound. He can work his way out of a one-out runner on second situation. He's done it a lot over his career. But take the sure out, do not force things, and allow Coldwater to set up a crooked number in this inning.
Here's Brady LaFeld. He squares to bunt, pops this one up, back foul. Franks tried to make his way over. Ended up about 5 feet in front of him.
LaFeld on the season, he's worked 25 walks. That leads the team. 14 strikeouts as well. He does have 2 sacrifices with it, but that's another one where you have to find a zone.
Tells you how important it was for Coblentz to get ahead in that count. So new bunt defense here. Troyer now moves up in the grass. Steiner even with the bag. Coblentz looks back to second. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Franks going to have to try and gun him down. Short hop. That will get away from Steiner. It's a stolen base for Smith.
Yeah, the throw looked like it was there too, but just unhandled by Steiner. It kind of bounced in there. He was unable to corral it. If he catches that clean, it's a chance at third. Nonetheless, it's a stolen base for Smith, and now Coblentz has to get the batter here, has to get a strikeout. Any ground ball pretty much will score the run.
Coblentz now looking to third after Smith moves up 90 feet. Goes to the batter with the pitch. That one fouled away behind Coldwater's dugout. Count moves to 0-2, so a nice little count here for Shane as he tries to work out of this situation. Outfield playing shallow. Any potential fly ball they want to stay in front of and try to keep that runner from advancing. Grounder to short. This will score the runner. Throw to first is in time as Jordan Miller makes the out, but Coldwater strikes first. Smith crosses the diamond all the way, makes it 1-0 Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's all you had to do. Early on, you put it in play, it's going to score the run, and that all-important first run comes by the way of Coldwater.
Just the second time the Golden Bears have found themselves behind all postseason. New batter is Bennett Spriggs. Pot cutters on deck. That'll be the 9-hole hitter. 1-0 count. Here's a pitch high and away. That one is in for a strike.
Yep, just caught the outer half right at the letters. Got to reset here. Base is empty.
Back to his windup. Breaking ball. That one missed. Moves to 2-1. 2 gone here. Empty bases now. After Coldwater struck first on a fielder's choice ground out, or an RBI ground out. As Spriggs swings and misses at the next pitch, we're back to even 2-2. Coblentz gets the pitch call in the windup. Next pitch, trying to retire the hitter. That one misses outside. We're back to full. They've really made Coblentz work here in the first 2 innings. Bennett Spriggs, the catcher. Receives the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Coblentz lets one get through, but able to keep it there. Bottom half of the second up. Next, Golden Bears will take the bats when we return on the OH Report.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
And welcome back to Canal Park. We see Owen Kunk warming up for Coldwater, ready for the bottom half of the second. They find themselves in a lead, as we're going to have to now see if Waynedale can respond, as we've seen some of their top players do just that in these last couple of games. Braden Steiner had a big regional championship game. Yeah,
and Steiner hitting .471. He will be up here, second on deck here in this inning, and hopefully they'll get a big inning to get back up to their main hitters, like one Cam Miller, who he grounded out but moved over the runner of Coblentz in the first, but .462. He's got a lot of extra base hits. That just explains how good these batters for Waynedale are. 12 extra base hits, 25 runs, RBIs, 20 runs. You're going to see that with a lot of these players.
And I said this against Canton Central Catholic in the regional title game for Waynedale. Of course, the top of the lineup is always lethal, but I feel like what we're about to see right now is the most dangerous part of this lineup, because you've got Schlebach coming up, Steiner on deck, and then moving down the lineup, it just feels like there's no breaks for the pitchers.
And then the pitcher for Waynedale, Shane Coblentz, at the top of the order, he added a hit to that to get up towards 400, but Waynedale looking to get right back at you here in the bottom of the inning.
Back to the field we go. Schlebach takes one in the dirt to start out the bottom half of the second. So the Cavaliers up 1-0 here in this game. Outfield shifted towards left field here for the DH. As that pitch crosses right down the middle of the plate, we're even at 1. Jaden Schlebach was the best hitter for the Bears during this playoff run up until the regional title in their last game. This pitch misses away. Count moves to 2-1. He went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, trying to bounce back here.
And what a position, what a place to do that as well. You can do it on the biggest stage at Canal Park.
Outside line, Schlebach falls down now to an even 2-2 count as that one clips the zone.
We saw it with the umpires yesterday. They widen it just enough that even if it touches a little bit of that black, they're going to call it a strike. However, the 2-2 will miss, and we're full again. A lot of full counts here by both pitchers early on.
Next windup from Kunk. That one low and outside. Schlebach looked back at Blue, saw that it was finally called a ball 4, and he'll make his way over to first base. As the leadoff runner is on for Waynedale, and up comes Braden Steiner, hit a solo shot against Canton Central Catholic to really open things up against the Crusaders.
And that would have been one of my greatest hits had it not been for state softball season at Firestone Stadium. But, yeah, any one of these players, you said it in between the innings here, that anybody on this lineup can get the big hit at any given time. And, once again, that's why they're number 1 in the state.
Schlebach short lead over to first. Kunk will focus on the batter. Steiner lays down a solid bunt. They'll go to first. So 2 straight innings, they've laid down a sacrifice to move a runner over to second. Jay Schley stands there now.
Textbook right there. Square up the first pitch fastball. Bunt it right back. And for Coldwater, it could have had a chance at second. But again, you're up 1. Don't force it. Take the out. And that's exactly what they did.
And I think that tells you the character of this team, too. We see Josh Yoder step up. He's going to be going up against Kunk next, but Steiner just had a big day in their last game, but he's laying down a bunt in his first AB.
Yeah. Exactly what you want to do. Selfless, you can say, for both of these teams. They know how to play baseball.
Yoder swings this one to the outfield. Center fielder makes trace. Taylor underneath makes the next catch. Here is out number 2. Schlebach stays at second. So the first pitch swing does not work for the senior. He'll go back to the dugout. Up next is Logan Troyer.
Yeah, just kind of handcuffed him as well. Got under it too much. Easy fly out the center, and also was not allowing the runner to tag up there. That goes the right field, might be able to, but he was a little early on the swing, and it went right to center field.
Schlebach, solid lead. Faked as if he was going to go. Pitches across. That one's in there for a strike on the inside corner. Again, we see Troyer kind of crowding the plate right now. Second instance of that for this Golden Bear team. Stands in the right-handed batter's box. Next pitch from Kunk, fouled back, so he's ahead 0-2.
Got a strikeout to end the first inning. Can he do it for back-to-back innings here and keep the 1-0 lead?
On deck is Hudson Barkman, but there's 2 gone. Runner on second.
Looking for strikeout 51 on the season here.
Next pitch from Kunk, swung on line right to second base. Welsh, easy catch for him. Golden Bears strand another runner. They still trail 1-0 as we head to the third.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
We're moving into the third inning here at Canal Park in beautiful Akron, Ohio. Jonathan Langdon, Travis Berardi, state semifinal here in Division 5. Coldwater Cavaliers lead at 1-0, and they've got some spotlights that we're looking forward to seeing continue to play here today. One of them being Cody Depweg, who batted in the last inning, but is one of those 8 seniors on this very experienced team that could really give Waynedale a challenge, and it seems like they already have.
Yeah, and he also asked to sacrifice the runner over, did just that, and it led to the first run. And also, we've talked about Homan at the top of the order. We will see him third up here in the inning.
Yeah, so 9-1-2 due up for Coldwater. This is Miles Potcutter making his way into the right-handed batter's box. 321 average, pretty good for a second leadoff hitter. Coblentz continues to work on the diamond. He let one run across in the top of the second. Gets a first pitch strike on the outside line.
For Waynedale,
Swing and a miss here. Count moves to 0-2.
they just have to keep it at 1-0 now. Don't let it balloon any further. A 1-run lead, easily attainable for them.
Coblentz working quickly already in the windup. Gets that one by as well. Works right by that 9-hole hitter. Good morning, good evening, and good night.
Back-to-back Ks for Coblentz. And after walking the leadoff runner in the second, gets a strikeout in that all-important first out here.
So we're back to that top of the order. Braxton Taylor. Takes first pitch breaking ball. That one misses high. Taylor, just a sophomore. Grounded out to first in his first debut. That pitch in there for a strike, so count even 1-1. Coblentz continues to work quickly, continues to mow down these Coldwater batters here in the third. Gets one by on a swing and a miss, 1-2.
Yeah, he's amped up now, but at the right time.
Last pitch was 90 miles per hour. Does he go to the fastball again? No, takes him off that time. That one goes to the backstop as Franks couldn't control it.
Most fastballs that you see in high school are 76 miles an hour. Well, that's his off speed.
Even 2-2 count. Coblentz again will work. Gets that one by. Goes right back to the fastball. Late on the swing was Taylor. He's retired for out number 2. 91 on the gun for a second consecutive time. I'll bring up Carson Holman. That's another sophomore. Of course, talked about the veterans on this team, but 1 and 2 in the lineup. Both sophomores are going to be good in the later years. Coblentz sneaks one in there for a first pitch strike. Holman grounded out to short in his first at bat. Swings on this one, takes it into play. backtracking as Waynedale was playing shallow.
Just a long foul ball, though.
Yeah.
He went with the karate chop on that as well. And you see Barkman trying to track it down, but thankfully it tails left of the third base foul line.
I just now realized we do have a kind of a blind spot over in left field. And, of course, it goes there, but it does go just foul. And that'll definitely move Cam Miller back just a smidge. So they were playing pretty shallow up until that point. So Homan steps back into the box down 0-2. 2 gone here in the top of the third. Coblentz. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Carson, a MAC honorable mention, named last week. Takes time here in the box. He'll recollect himself. He went 0-2 with a walk and a strikeout on Thursday against Ottawa Hills. That was a 2 versus 3 matchup in a regional championship game because we knew regardless of the result there, it was going to be a good matchup today, and so far it has lived up to that. Next pitch, swung on and missed on a high fastball. Homan, frustrated with himself, swung the bat as he reached for that big time. Bottom half of the third up next. Waynedale still down 1-0 as they look to work things out here in the bottom of the third.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Today's D5 State Semifinal right here on the OH Report, thanks to our generous sponsors. 89 Homes, building homes earning trust since 1979. United Fencing Limited. From pets to livestock, United Fencing is your go-to farm supply store. Carruthers Pest Control. Sign up for year-round protection from all creepy crawlies starting at just $39 per month. Hummel Insurance and Wealth Management Solutions to help you identify and manage risk while planning for the future. And Simonson Construction Services. From concept to completion, we can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success.
And we're back for bottom of the third action. Getting close to the halfway mark. It's been a nice, quick game thus far. But Waynedale falls behind at the moment as Hudson Barkman fans at the first pitch. That may have been a little bit low. Count moves to 0-1. Next pitch, he pops this one up over towards right. Looks like it'll be in the shallow infield. Right fielder making chase. A little miscommunication there, but they still make the catch with Depweg.
Yeah, normally it's the outfielder that can call off the second baseman, first baseman. It looked like at the last second he finally did, but kept with it, made the catch, one down. Back to the top of the order now.
Shane Coblentz looking to reverse things here. Got a single. He is the only hit in the game thus far at that leadoff position. So Kunk has really done a good job settling in as he issues a first pitch strike on a breaking ball.
Coblentz led off the bottom of the first with a single and got the third, but didn't score.
Coblentz reaches on one there. He's down 0-2. Blue says he got a piece of that, but it was caught behind the dish.
That was a nice off-speed pitch on the outside corner.
Kunk continuing to mow through this Waynedale lineup. Gets another pop-up over to right. This will be a tough play, however, and it's made. Mason Welsch comes in from second base. That was going to be a foul ball, but he still decided to make the play. And that's out number 2.
Yeah, we've taken a look at the replay here, and that was a lot of ground to cover. And he just, right down by the hip,
on second
brings
look,
that in.
that may have hit the line if it did fall. So good job by Welsch saving potential chaos, as Coblentz was already rounding first halfway to second. If he would have dropped, he may have potentially tried to go 3. Up next is Tristan Franks. First pitch misses, ball 1. He'll get ahead in the count. This guy just knows how to work counts. 18 walks this year compared to the 20 RBIs he has.
Just get on any way possible, especially at the top of the order. You get Coblentz to get on. He can work a walk, and just like that, 2 on, the ability to get a crooked number up on the board.
Took one in for a strike there. Count moves to 1-1. 2 out, both on pop-ups to shallow right. 2 great plays made by the right fielder Depweg and then the second baseman Welsch. Next pitch here, Franks takes it just over the infield. Shortstop could not get there. Holman sees that go into left for a single. Second hit of the day for Waynedale, both by the 1 and 2 hitters.
That was mustache power right there. Tristan Franks looking up at the scoreboard and just the, I don't know, the majesty of the mustache. He's been growing it all season. Able to power that just over the shortstop for a 2-out.
I will have you know that with Tristan Franks, I feel like every time I go to games, I see someone stop him and they bring up the fact that you called him, his mustache, the greatest stash in Ohio baseball.
Yes.
Cam Miller at the plate now, takes a high, ball 1.
I mean, have you seen a better mustache, though, at our games? I don't think so.
I can't think of anyone
exactly
even having a mustache of note.
Yes. It is just majestic. I saw him before the game.
Well, the majestic stash stands at first base right now as the next pitch to Cam Miller's in for a strike, and we're even at 1.
Saw him get off the bus. I'm like, man, it's grown out a little bit, but still looks amazing. He said, thank you.
Half-size lead here for Franks at first. Sun's starting to shine through here at Canal Park. Haven't had much of it today. Next pitch to Miller is in the dirt. Franks, catcher against catcher. Tristan decides to stay at first.
Yes, Briggs, good job keeping it in front of him and protecting from keeping that runner moving to second.
From the stretch, Kunk delivers again. Miller grounds it over to short. This will be a tough play. Collects 2 hops, throw to first just in time to make out number 3. Miller made it tough, but Homan able to throw it across the diamond and end the 3rd inning. Top of the 4th up next, Coldwater holds on to their 1-0 lead.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
We at the OH Report would also like to thank the fine folks at the Killbuck Savings Bank. Since 1900, Killbuck Savings Bank has been proud to serve our community with dedication, integrity, and a commitment to your financial success. In 2025, our organization will mark an incredible milestone: 125 years of building relationships, empowering dreams, and growing together with you. Thanks to everybody for allowing us to bring you not only this audio stream, but a delayed broadcast of the Division 5 State Semifinal.
Still plenty of baseball left here from Akron. Jonathan Langdon, Travis Berardi with you live and free on the OH Report. Hope you're enjoying this audio cast. Make sure to join us at 6:30 as well to watch the moving pictures move across your screen, both on Facebook and on YouTube. Great atmosphere today for both teams. Coblentz starts things off here in the 4th with a strike. That moves to 0-1 to Mason Welsch.
Coblentz struck out 4 in a row. looking for 5, but that's high for ball 1. Also a reminder, right after this, we have Perkins, Brian Skoronsky on the call.
That'll also be a live audio cast where the game will be shown with video later on. Welsh fouls this one over to Waynedale's dugout. Good scoop by one of the assistant coaches. Count moves to 1-2. Welsh already 1 for 1 with a single. Moved that average up to 390. Next pitch from Coblentz. Went with the heat. Oof. And he dished it right on the outside line for strike 3.
Looking at the replay by Hummel. And yeah, just catching that outside black once again. The umpire's been very consistent on both sides.
So he struck out the side in the 3rd, and he's already off to a hot start here in the 4th. So since giving up that run, it feels like there's been a beast awakened.
Yeah. Didn't have a strikeout before that.
Delivers another strike as he is hot right now as he goes up against Balin Blockberger. 5
in a row, and those last 5 batters to ahead in the count.
Next pitch, see if he can keep it up. That he does. Breaking ball this time. And these aren't right on the line. These are right down the middle, too. Really feeling it. Trying to go for strike 3, and he gets it. Blows it by Blockberger. He looks, and he's now looking over towards the dugout. That's where he's heading.
6 in a row.
Number 12, Mason Smith.
If it wasn't for a foul ball from Welsh, we'd be looking at potential immaculate inning. Mason Smith now scored the only run of this game after walking his first AB.
That foul back, just
first appearance, I should say.
Yeah, just 2 rows beside us up here in the suite section. We got ourselves a nice press box today, Jonathan.
Yeah, sitting right behind home plate. Angled towards the left side. You'll see it on your video broadcast later tonight. That pitch misses outside. Count moves to 1-1. 2 gone, nobody on base. Coblentz has been dealing these last 2 innings. That one misses high, however, and he's behind in the count for the first time.
Smith was the one who walked to lead off the 2nd, moved on a sacrifice, stole 3rd, scored on the ground out.
Another windup here from Shane Coblentz. Fires that one in at the knees for strike 2. 2-2, 2 outs. 1-0 Coldwater. They scored in the 2nd inning. Since then, it's been pretty much shut down from both of these pitchers. Here's the next pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 straight innings.
Wow.
Shane Coblentz has struck out the side. He's got his Golden Bears fiending for some runs. We'll see if they can get him in the bottom of the 4th when we return.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Great atmosphere here at Canal Park. Looking up at the Jumbotron just across from us, showing a bunch of Waynedale fans. Also showing their state-bound shirts that I missed the deadline for by an hour.
Oh, man. I am sporting the hat they gave last year that has their back-to-back championships on the side. Hopefully has a little bit better juju than last year's semifinal, though.
So, Coach Dougherty, if you're listening, I expect a shirt delivered to Suite 215 tomorrow. Waynedale back to the bats as Kunk delivers the first pitch. First pitch swing, and that one's Going to go on a one hop over to third. Throw across the diamond is in time. Nicely done by Coldwater as Pot Cutter makes out number one. I thought that was tailing foul, but that just stayed across the line.
Jordan Miller was out fast out of the box, but he was still able to make a hard throw and beat him out by about a step.
So quick and loud out number one. Coldwater fans also out in full effect today, despite the 2-hour drive. In fact, I actually drove past Coldwater's bus on the way here. Schlebach back to the plate. That one fouled back. That hits the catcher. So Spriggs is going to have to reset the pitch com. It looks like that got taken out of his mask, or something did at least.
Despite the hour drive, the folks in Apple Creek supplying a nice charter bus for Waynedale. If you look on our Facebook timeline, I believe. Yeah, we put it on our Facebook timeline, the nice bus that they had. Saw him getting off as I was arriving at the ballpark. Saw Tristan and his mustache. Talked about that. Talked to the coaches. They were excited to be back here for a 4th consecutive year. Hopefully, by the end of this one, going for their 3rd championship in 4 years.
Just had an extended stoppage there. They were resetting the pitch com that got knocked out of shape on that foul tip by Schlebach. But they're ready to go now. Count moves to 0-1 on the foul tip. Jaden walked in his first appearance. This one misses low, potentially in the dirt as well. We're even at 1. So 1 gone here in the bottom of the 4th on a ground out to third by Jordan Miller. Schlebach pops this one up. This could stay in play. It looks like it's tailing towards Coldwater's dugout. Hits the top, bounces into the crowd.
Kunk only just over 40 pitches so far in this one. Nice average of about 10 per inning. And that's what you want in an ace.
So the count now 1-2. Schlebach trying to get something going for this Golden Bear offense. Would not want to see them go to 2 outs without a base runner. Next windup and the delivery. That one outside stays alive for just one more pitch. We're even at 2.
Golden Bears have had 2 base runners to lead off an inning in the first and in the second, but have not been able to bring them home. They were both stranded at second.
Just 2 hits for them today. Schlebach looks outside. He goes down looking. That very location on the outside edge to right-handed hitters has been generous to pitchers today.
Conk said, hey, if Coblentz can get that spot, I might as well try it too, and gets his 2nd strikeout of the game.
So now up comes Braden Steiner. So whenever they're hungry for offense, this is the guy that they've been looking to lately. 2 outs, nobody on base. He's got his work cut out for him as he takes a breaking ball in for a strike.
Was looking fastball there, got a 67-mile-an-hour pitch curving back into the zone.
Laid down a sac bunt his last appearance. Next pitch taken for strike 2. He's quickly behind. So Shane Coblentz has struck out 6 consecutive hitters. Kunk not too far behind. He's dealing in his own special way. Next pitch gets a swing and a miss on a high fastball. So Owen Kunk going stride for stride with Coblentz. We've got a pitcher's duel here today. 1-0 Coldwater as they scored in the second. So that is now 5 straight zeros on the board as we head to the 5th.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
We move now to the 5th in a quickly paced game. Shane Coblentz continues to deal on the mound. He's coming off 2 consecutive innings where he has struck out the side. He has looked like prime Shane Coblentz, and rightfully so. In his senior season, he's been a threat for so long on this Waynedale team. Looking to try and bring home a state championship to make it 3 in his 4 years with the Golden Bears. Of course, this is just a state semifinal, but just trying to get them in position to win as he gets another swing and a miss, this time out of Cody Depweg.
6-7-8 due up here for Coldwater in the top of the 5th.
Next pitch from Coblentz, who works quickly. That's another strike. He has really sped up the pace of this game, and he has not let these batters for Coldwater get comfortable ever since that 2nd inning. Next pitch. Got him reaching. Upper outside line. Depweg retired on strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I feel like I've said that a lot here in this game.
8 in a row. That has to be a state record, or close to. 8 consecutive strikeouts in a game. I know 19's the state record in any division, but it has to be close, maybe? Got to think it.
They may have to create a new record in the book just for Shane Coblentz's performance thus far today, as the first pitch here to the next batter is fouled off by Lefeld.
However, this is D5 now, so that is probably the state mark. This is the state mark so far in the division. That's low for a ball.
Pitch misses in the dirt.
We saw that with
on
softball.
Technicality, this is a D5 record.
Yeah.
Of course, expanded up to 7 divisions last year, as this one misses high and in.
But they'll have to add a couple extra pages to the program books as well with all these.
They're
new
already
divisions.
pretty thick.
Yeah.
So adding some more. Coblentz, the 2-1. This one fouled back. Saw some pigeons fly by our box. I started to think Randy Johnson.
Well, either that or did you see the UCLA pitcher in the World Series where she kicked up some dirt, threw the pitch, and the pitch hit the dirt? Whoever was on ESPN, the camera person, perfectly was able to get it as well because it actually, the dirt got into the eye of her catcher.
Yeah.
Like
I
that's
saw
a
that.
once-in-a-lifetime deal as well.
For Frank's sake, hopefully nothing similar happens here. Lefeld, even in the count 2-2, the pitch from Coblentz looking for 9 straight strikeouts. Not going to get it there. We're full.
Well, I think the mustache would also help catch the dirt.
Doesn't shield the eyes, though.
Yeah.
3-2 coming up. This would be a big milestone if he can get it, but he won't. He was trying to get the entire lineup on strikeouts consecutively. Instead, the last one is a walk. So Lefeld at first. After that pitch missed low, Bennett Spriggs started that strikeout streak with his first at-bat. 1 out, 1 on.
But the good thing is he was able to get the first out. So that they can't quite play the small ball that they did for that first run. Unless they steal, which they can run.
Check over to first, not in time as they threw over. 1-0 Cavaliers. If you're just joining us, that run came all the way back in the top of the 2nd. It has been a standstill since. This one outside. So Coblentz falls behind the count 1-0. Slow, methodical, or quick, I should say, and methodical between these two pitchers. Another one outside as Bennett Spriggs is up 2-0 now. Game 1 in the Division 5 state semis. Game 2 will take place an hour after this one is over, as that one clips the zone on the outside line for strike 2. So we're even at 2. That game later tonight, Lynchburg Clay against Graham Local.
First game went extra innings, but the second one went so fast that we had a 1-minute delay for the start of this one.
That was Division 3?
Yes.
Not even focused on the runner at first. He'll go. Franks gets the pitch, the throw down, not in time. Second straight steal attempt that has been successful for Coldwater. We talked about this team and how they love to steal bases. Well, They're perfect thus far.
And now with the one out, they can get back to doing what they did in the second inning when they scored. They're set up.
LaFeld able to nab second. Takes a pretty big lead over there as well on that pitch as Coblentz is now to another full count. It's 3-2. Gonna have to try and focus on Spriggs. One gone, one on in scoring position. Coblentz in another tight situation. Look over to second from the stretch. He'll look him over as he steps off the mound.
What do you think about the college rule where you're only allowed to look them back twice unless you throw it? Would you like to see that in high school?
I don't know. I don't think so. This pitch is popped up in foul ground. Logan Troyer fighting with the sun. He makes the catch. Out number 2 is of no danger to Waynedale as it was in foul ground and it was popped up high. LaFeld's going to have to stay at second.
Yeah, in the high sky, we saw it yesterday. Calvert scored their first 2 runs on a high pop up the second. And just with the hazy sky, with the sunlight, it is really tough to track a ball that's right even above you.
And we still got a little bit of haze here in Akron, which I thought honestly was going to be gone 4 or 5 days ago, but it has lingered. Next batter's Miles Potcutter. Takes a strike outside. Steps back into the box.
Would love to get the batter here so that he doesn't face the top of the order in this inning.
Coblentz high and away with the next delivery. Even count, 1-1. So Potcutter also struck out in his first at bat. If he can get on, that would bring up the top of the lineup. Braxton Taylor would have a chance to really open this game up for the Cavaliers. Next pitch, blown by Miles. So he's down 1-2, 2 gone, runner at second. Big strike coming up here for the Golden Bears. You want to get out of here with the 0 on the board still. Look over. Coblentz nearly through to second. Now they've got the runner in a rundown. Throw to Steiner. Tag applied to LaFeld. And it's a nicely executed rundown for Waynedale as that is out number 3 at third base. Cardinal sin of baseball is committed there by Coldwater. And now the bottom of the 5th is up next. Waynedale's got some momentum. We're going to stay here for the 5th inning stretch. This one's brought to you by United Fencing LTD. Golden Bears, they find themselves trailing coming into this 5th inning stretch. But just look at the line and how even it has been. Of course, that only run came across, I guess the runner that scored it walked. So it really has not been much of a mistake on Koblentz's end other than just good base running by Coldwater.
Yeah, they pretty much played small ball in that. The leadoff walk, sacrifice to second, stolen base at third, ground out, that's it. 1 hit, and it wasn't even the one that produced the runs for Coldwater. Waynedale twice, they had a runner on second with 1 out. Coblentz to lead off the bottom of the 1st, a single, went to second, but then a ground out, strikeout into the inning. Schleybaugh a walk to lead off the 2nd, sacrificed him the 2nd, and then fly out, line out, ended that threat. And that's it. This has been the pitcher's duel that everybody was expecting to happen here.
It is 5:06 here at Canal Park and obviously at your home as well, depending on where you're watching, but only an hour and 5 minutes have passed here in this game. We're
Don't
already
jinx us.
through 4.
Well, if you're a Waynedale fan, you might want to jinx us because that means they tie the game up and we'd be going to extra innings.
Potentially. Definitely looking for some offense. Just 2 hits, both from Shane Coblentz and Tristan Franks. Josh Yoder, another senior, he is at the plate right now, is ready to go at the bottom of the 5th. Owen Kunk doing just as good as Coblentz on the mound, as it has been a really good matchup thus far in this game as he delivers a first pitch strike.
Big help for Coblentz. He'll face 9-1-2 instead of 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th because of that pickle.
This pitch misses high. Yoder's back even. Flew out to center on the first pitch he saw in his first at bat. Kunk, the windup, delivers it high and in. Yoder fighting strong, counts 2-1, went 1 for 2 in the regional championship game, scored a run, also came away with a stolen bag in that one. Could be something they could use here today. As this one misses low, he's in the hitter's count.
Be huge for Waynedale to get him on. You got to think then, bunt him over the second for the 9-1-2.
Takes one right down the middle for strike 2, so full count. Seen a lot of these in this game, both sides. Here's the payoff. Swung on, fouled away. That'll get into the seats over on Coldwater's side.
Still 9 outs to play with for Waynedale, but you got to start thinking these situations, full count, 1 pitch away from getting on base, they're crucial.
Kunk gets the pitch. Here's the delivery. Swung on, popped up. This will go in the infield. Actually, this is tailing towards us, and the catcher's going to have a play in the backstop. There's out number 1. Not the greatest contact from Josh Yoder, but he was jammed in that 3-2 count, had to swing.
And the catcher not even going to drop the mask, one-hands it, makes the play for the first out. Way to fight back from 3-1 to get the pop out.
I wonder if there's some history from Spriggs with that. Maybe he tossed the mask one time and tripped over it on his way to a baseball or something, just decides to hold on to it. Very unconventional to see that. Cavaliers, nonetheless, make the first out, and there's out number 2 right away on Troyer, lining one up to short, and a diving stop by Carson Holman.
That, my friends, is a Diamond Cut nominee right there. Completely laying out and making the catch before it reaches the ground for out number 2. What a play.
And that takes us to Hudson Barkman now. Coldwater continues to keep a clean sheet on Waynedale. First pitch in for a strike to Barkman.
They also, I see somebody out there, don't know the number, but they do have somebody warming up in the pen, maybe their closer.
Kunk continues to work for now. The 0-1 is in for strike 2. Hudson Barkman this year, 191 average, but he's hit 2 homers. He's got great power, but just the contact they're working on right now from him. Just a sophomore, got plenty of room to grow. Be nice if he grew right here in a situation like this. Looks at one outside. Count 1 and 2.
Got to think if Waynedale can't flip the order here in the 5th, next inning has to be the inning for them at the top of the order. Still got an out to play with here, though.
The 1-2 from Kunk. High and outside. 2's on the board, 2-2 count, 2 out. Just 2 hits for Waynedale in this one. Dangerous part of the lineup due up, however, if Barkman can reach. Time at the plate, they'll reset things. Barkman flew out to right. Last time out. Next pitch. Fouled back. Hits the lights. Over on the first base side.
Looking at the statistics for Coldwater, they have 5 pitchers with under a 1.5 ERA each. So they have options in there that could come in and close this out.
The 2-2. Just fouled back. Barkman stays alive.
Kunk approaching only 60 pitches. Very efficient so far in this game.
Barkman's had his struggles, but he led the team in RBIs in their last game with 2. He's the only one to record more than 1. Nobody on base here. Next pitch, swung on, popped up. This will get to the seats. Once again on the first base side. One hops into the team store.
It wanted a rubber duck foam finger, one of those rubber duck bubble blowers, something like that.
Here's a 2-2. Yet again, this one in the dirt, and Barkman's worked his way all the way to a full count again.
Yeah, what a battle we have here at the bottom of the 5th. You know, Coblentz would love a shot with a runner on here in this inning.
Quick pitch, the payoff. Barkman stays alive again.
And this is the point where the pitcher starts getting frustrated. What do I need to do to get this guy out? And this is where you sometimes see a pitcher will overthrow and miss the zone trying to blow it by him.
Outfield playing shallow. Payoff again. Popped foul again. This time behind the press box.
And looking at Kunk, he just, right after he like dipped the head like, man, what's it gonna take? That was 79 on the gun.
Barkman steps in again. Big ovation from both sides. Big at bat here. Pitch from Kunk. Swung on line. Up the middle for a base hit. Nice piece of 2-out hitting from the 9-hole hitter. Coblentz up next. Barkman's got a single. It's the 3rd hit of the game for Waynedale.
What an at-bat there by Hudson Barkman. Fought off multiple 2-strike pitches and then drives one right back up the middle. This time it wasn't going to be a diving stop.
And it looks like now we've got a meeting on the mound. I doubt they're going to take Kunk off now unless they only wanted him to go through the lineup twice. So whole infield along with coach and the pitcher and the catcher meeting right now.
Now looking at the outfield alignment by Coldwater, the right field line is wide for Coldwater. That's Depwig is about right center field. Now looking back, the first state semifinal that Waynedale was in against Liberty Union, and Miller, the now Miami Marlin prospect, Waynedale was able to hit one down the line and score their run against him. That line, once again, wide open for the Golden Bears with a chance here maybe to get something going.
So meeting on the mound, they're going to stay with Kunk. The DH, Mason Smith, was the one warming up in the bullpen. So depending on what happens here towards the end of this 5th, we may see him in action. Coblentz, first pitch swinging, fouls that back.
Smith with a .92 ERA, 36 Ks, 14 walks in 30 innings. So, yeah, you could see the closer.
Solid lead from Barkman over at first from the stretch. The pitch to Coblentz is outside. Even at 1 yet again. Coblentz singled to lead off things for the Golden Bears and then flew out to right in his second at bat.
Got to watch those outside pitches because if Coblentz goes with it, it could go down that line.
Hop over to first. Nice pickoff attempts. But Barkman gets in there in time. Just does a little hop shimmy over towards first. It's a nice looking move, but maybe a little slower just with the amount of time it takes to hop and line yourself up with the base. To the plate this time. Coblentz lines it into right. There will be no play. It takes a 1 hop. Moving towards third is Barkman. He's going to test the defense. That hits him. Gets away from third base. He's in safely. Coblentz moves to second on the throw.
Wow. Coming through the right fielder, playing it no doubles, playing it safe, not trying to run in on it. He might have been able to make the catch. However, he let it bounce in front of him, and a nice run by Barkman. The slide right in, it hits him because if it bounces, that might get him at third base. However, now, Waynedale's a hit away from possibly taking this lead in the 5th. And we're going to have to wait because of pitcher change.
Yeah, I got a second meeting in the inning. That means we're going to have a pitching change, and Kunk's day is done. They're going to opt for someone else to go up against the lefty, Tristan Franks, as we take a look.
Watch the right fielder here. He just stops immediately. If he runs in on that, he might have a chance, but he's not risking it with a 1-run lead at the time with 2 outs. And then the throw in could have also gotten Barkman, but a nice slide. It hits him instead. And Waynedale with their first major opportunity here with 2 outs. And Tristan Franks, the mustachioed one who already has a hit today, coming out here against Miller.
So Kunk is done. One of the coolest things that gets to happen here at the state tournament is the reliever running in from the bullpen in the outfield. He's going to take his warm-up pitches. We'll take a break. Come back live and free on the OH Report. Waynedale's down 1-0 to the Cavaliers, but they are threatening the 2 in scoring position.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
So Coach Klenke makes a call to his bullpen in a tight spot. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. We've seen Waynedale's offense start to open up. The call is to Mason Smith, another senior for this team. 4-0 record, 0.92 ERA in 30 innings pitched. 36 strikeouts. Hitters are just batting 162 against him. He's got Tristan Franks at the box, the only lefty in the lineup. Takes strike number 1.
New pitcher in there. Even if it's a fastball, see what he has. Take the pitch. It was at 80 miles an hour. This is the opportunity for Waynedale right here.
Franks is 1 for 1. He sacrificed in his first at-bat. As that pitch misses outside to make it an even count 1-1. Some groans from the Cavs fans.
14 walks, 17 strikeouts looking for Smith.
Here's the pitch. Franks drives this one. That'll go foul towards left. Onto the concourse. So Franks now down 1-2. Not an easy out by any means, even though you may notice his .295 average. 4.29 OBP. To all of the runners, here's the pitch. Breaking ball just misses. Everyone, and I mean everyone for Coldwater, was making their way to
even
the
dugout. Umpire backed up right here. You're thinking he's going to throw. Nope. Oof. Oofa.
2-2 the count after that. Frank stays alive. Next pitch to him. That one low and in. He has worked himself full. There is a base for him, however. Runners on second and third. So a walk is not disastrous. If anything, for Coldwater, it leaves a force at any base. Next pitch to Franks. Outside. They'll take that extra base. Ducks are on the pond with 2 outs. Cam Miller, the sophomore, steps up.
Well, we have ourselves a development here, folks, don't we? Just like that. That's how crazy baseball is. Momentum can shift on a dime. Waynedale now with them loaded. Pressure. It's a state semifinal. What's going to happen here? This is the biggest matchup of the game.
It's the first team All-Ohioan who has the pressure in the box. Cam Miller takes strike 1 inside. Hit just .250 in the district tournament. Bounced back well in the regionals, going 2 for 5 against Cardinal Mooney, followed by a 1 for 3 day against Central Catholic with a walk and a run scored. They'll throw over to first. Oof. They nearly got Franks. As with the bases loaded, you never really expect them to really try and pick anybody off, let alone first base. But Franks just gets that hand in there.
Well, also with 2 outs, you don't want your pitcher thinking about the runners. Try and get the batter at the plate. Your mind's off a little bit. That could cause some problems.
Look around the bases. Here's the pitch to Miller. Taking again, breaking ball low at the knees. Is in for strike 2. Way ahead in the count right now is Mason Smith. 0-2 to Cam Miller. With 2 gone, bases juiced. Here's the pitch. Swung on line, up the middle, it's a base hit. 1 runner scores, Barkman is in. Coblentz heads towards home, he slides in as well. Ball gets away, 2 runners will advance to second and third. It's a clutch moment from Super Cam to make it 2-1 Waynedale.
Clutch! That's all you can say. An 0-2 pitch. It's a high fastball. He takes it right back up the middle. And just like that, the number 1 team in D5 has a lead.
Their first lead of the game. They have not trailed much all postseason, but of course here in the state tournament, pressure has surmounted here for Waynedale, but just now able to get back in front as the call of the bullpen unsuccessful. Remember, he came in with runners on second and third. He walked Franks to start things off for him, and then that single that turned into an error, an advancement on an error, brought 2 runs home, and the Golden Bears are back in business.
And still 2 runners in scoring position as well.
Here's Jordan Miller. First pitch swinging, he fouls that back off the netting.
Now taking a look at the 6th, 9-1-2 due up. Remember that pickle that got out of the inning for Coblentz. He won't have to face the top of the order to start. He has the 9-hitter.
Look over to third. Pitch from Smith, high and outside. Waynedale fans, the loudest they've been all game long after that shot from Miller in the last AB. Jordan Miller in an even 1-1 count, 2 gone, 2 on. It's second and third. This one misses low and away. 2-1.
Dangerous hitter here in the cleanup as well.
0 for 2 so far today. Trying to change that here. Takes a strike inside, and it was him that we talked about earlier who was crowding the plate. He actually backed away from that pitch, but it ended up clipping the inside edge. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Schleybaugh is on deck. Here's the pitch from Smith, swung on, grounded. That'll just get to the third baseman, makes a nice play, throws to first, end of the inning. But the Golden Bears strike for the first time today. It's a 2 RBI single for Cam Miller to end the 5th. We head to the 6th in a tight contest here. Coldwater 1, Waynedale 2.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Today's D5 State Semifinal brought to you live and free on the OH Report, Audiocast, and a delayed stream. Thanks to our sponsors, United Fencing Limited. From pets to livestock, United Fencing is your go-to farm supply store. 89 homes, building homes, earning trust since 1979. Carruthers Pest Control. Sign up for a year-round protection from all creepy crawlies starting at $39 per month. Hummel Insurance and Wealth Management Solutions to help you identify and manage risk while planning for the future. Simonson Construction. From concept to completion, we can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. And the Killbuck Savings Bank. Empowering dreams, building relationships, and growing together with you.
We have made our way to the 6th inning. Coldwater Cavaliers just gave up 2 to the Golden Bears in the bottom half of the 5th. They got some work to do to get back in front where they have been up until that last inning for 4.5 frames. First pitch here from Coblentz as he continues to work is high and away to Derek Dews, so they're going to a pinch hitter now. As it looks like the catcher Spriggs is going to be taken out of the game.
372 on base at 289 average, 1 double, 1 home run on the season.
That one goes right down the middle. We're even at 1. Coblentz What a game he's had today. Dishes in another strike. He's up 1-2. Is it 9 strikeouts for him today?
In a row. No, 8.
He had 8 in a row. He's got 9.
Yes.
Thought he was about to make it 10. Instead, it's grounded right to him. And he throws it to Troyer for out number 1.
First time he's seen some action other than strikeouts, but got, again, weak contact. He's been getting weak contact all game long, and again gets it there for the first out, a big first out, as now we get back to the top of the order.
So the pinch hitter does not work out that time. Braxton Taylor steps in. Thought about swinging, ends up holding off on a pitch in the dirt. Franks wanted to check over at first. They still decided that he did not swing. So Coblentz moves on, 1-0. This one grounded over to second. McLaughlin playing in the field today, makes the scoop. Throws to first in plenty of time for out number 2, and Golden Bears cooking with gas.
And did you see what he did? He did not let the ball come to him. He charged it enough to play it how he wanted to play it. That little short hop was good. Throws the first.
That's why he's out there
2
in
down.
the field.
Absolutely.
McLaughlin, just a junior. 4 at-bats this year, but he has played the majority of his season out there at second base. Coblentz attacks the next batter. First pitch misses low to Carson Homan. Homan, despite his .413 average, is 0 for 2. Remind you, Waynedale, even though they do have a run across the board, they only have 1 hit.
Coldwater, yes.
Pardon me. Grounder, McLaughlin's going to have to work again, goes towards the middle of the infield, throws to first just in time. Boy, he was a half step ahead of Homan, who just could not get to the bag. And Golden Bears, they retire the Cavaliers 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. They are continuing to work things out here in the last couple of frames. They lead 2-1.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Back from Canal Park here in Akron. Great venue for these state championship games. Of course, state semifinal going on between Waynedale and Coldwater as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Jonathan Langdon, Travis Berardi with you here live and free on the OH Report. Also with you later tonight on the OH Report will be Brian Skoronsky and Evan Johnson, along with Jory Skoronsky, as they will have Perkins in the Division 4 semi taking on Indian Hill later tonight.
Shout out to them listening from Thurman Munson Stadium down in Canton. Hello to all you folks. We're keeping it down here, having a good time. Waynedale, clutch hitting. Once again, they did not get that a year ago. Oh, big hit by Cam Miller.
First pitch was fouled off by Jay Schley, who is at the plate right now, and he swings this one into play. Grounder over to short, scooped up by Homan, throw to first in plenty of time for out number 1. So quick work out of the Coldwater Cavaliers to get the first out, and here comes Braden Steiner. Steiner 2 home runs this year.
You saw him?
Yep, I saw one of them in the regional championship game. Very tough field here to take anything out of the park. 337 in right. I believe the number is 330 over in left, even though I can't see the number from here.
It's about even on each side.
400 dead center.
And about 380 to the LeBron James jersey.
Takes this one to the outfield. That will not get out, however. As Welsch is called off by the right fielder, Depwag makes the second out.
And hopefully before a quick 1-2-3 inning, you got to shout out the job McLaughlin did defensively in that last inning. He doesn't bat, but he's in the field for a reason, and he showed that there against the top two hitters for Coldwater, keeping the presence of mind, doing his own thing, and still trusting himself to get those two speedsters out.
Here's Josh Yoder. Takes a pitch outside for ball one, and that's why I love moments like that where we get to shout out those utility players that if they don't get a ball hit their way, you hardly even know they're playing.
Yep.
But he gets back-to-back outs in the last frame. Yoder swings and misses at the next pitch. We move even at 1.
For Coldwater in the top of the 7th, they'll have their heart of the order. 3-4-5 due up against Shane Coblentz. Last 3 outs hardest to get.
Yoder takes a breaking ball low in the dirt, and I'm sure Waynedale won't make the same mistake that Coldwater did, pulling their starter.
Yeah.
Because they know Coblentz, he's not going to play tomorrow. That's already set in stone, so let him finish it out.
He's
at
at
3-1 on a pitch low and away.
He's also at only 86 pitches, so don't even have to worry about him having to come out in the inning.
Next pitch to Yoder. High. It's ball 4. So that'll bring up Logan Troyer with the runner on. Still 2 outs.
But this is how it started the last inning. 2-out Lightning.
Logan Schroyer.
And it was thanks to Hudson Barkman's heroics at the plate, working a long count. He's on deck, so could see him again here in this inning.
And it was right after Logan Troyer hit a shot to short with a diving play made by Homan. So he has made contact. Now this is a new pitcher against him, however. But you've seen – oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Troyer takes the first pitch outside.
But you've seen Waynedale's making more contact as the game goes on.
Troyer, in fact, is lined out in both of his at-bats. He takes another pitch. This one swung on. Fouled off. Just hits the netting over and right. So Yoder at first. Do you run with him with 2 outs potentially?
Get a little hit and run action maybe. Move those middle infielders to try and get it by them.
They've tried it a few times. Stays put this time. That'll get grounded over to third. Troyer's hauling over to first, but no chance at getting there before the throw, as that's out number 3. Nice play over at third by Potcutter. Top of the 7th, and all of a sudden, Travis, 3 outs away the Golden Bears are from a spot in the state championship game. We'll see if they can get there when we come back on the OH Report.
Here we go, Apple Creek.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Golden Bears just need 3 more outs from that kid right there. Shane Coblentz, what a career he's had at Waynedale as he sits now in a state semifinal game against number 2 Coldwater, number 1 Waynedale. Trying to close things out here in the top half of the 7th. First pitch is high for strike one, or for ball 1. So up here is Mason Welsch. This is the heart of the order, as Travis said earlier. 3-4-5. Welsch is 1 for 2. As he takes a strike, we're even at 1. He struck out looking in his last debut.
With Coblentz, you saw he's a little amped up on that first pitch, the high fastball, but he got himself back in order with the curve.
Quick work from Coblentz. Gets another one in there. Breaking ball.
And that's just how good he is. Fastball wasn't working there. Let's go to a couple curves, get ahead of the count.
Didn't give Welsch any time to think. Here he goes again from the windup. Next pitch to him. Swung on, fouled back as Welsch reached out of the zone for that.
We've seen a lot of these players. I mean, those high fastballs, they're like meatballs to you. You want to try and chop at them, but has not worked at all today for these batters.
Especially when they're coming in at 90 miles an hour. The 1-2 to Welsch. Another high heater. Way too high, though. That one nearly went to the backstop.
86 miles an hour. And this is what happens sometimes. You get a little too amped up. You want to get the last 3 outs. You want to strike them all out, and you overthrow a bit.
2-2. Grounder over to Jordan Miller. Scooped up. Went right to him. Throw to first. Troyer makes the catch for out number 1. 2 more outs now for Waynedale.
And again, soft contact. Easily able to get right in front of it. Fielded on this perfectly groomed surface at Canal Park. And a strong throw right at first for the first out of the top of the 7th.
Balin Blockberger now. Right-handed batter takes strike 1. Another breaking ball. Throw back to the mound is actually low, and that nearly goes into the outfield. Fortunately, nobody on base.
Quick reminder, folks, after the game, after the delayed stream, MVP interview will be posted after that. So for those listening to the audiocast, it will be posted after the stream ends later tonight.
So no live MVP for this broadcast. Next pitch misses high to Blockberger.
But we promise you it still will be a great interview by Mr. Langdon.
And I'm torn on who it's going to be, but still got to make these last 2 outs first. That one's in for a strike. Count moves to 1 and 2.
I mean, there's nothing against getting 2.
Yeah, Coblentz was our MVP in the district semi, or regional semi. Been doing MVP work here. Also Cam Miller with the RBI single.
That'd be my vote. I mean, 0-2 pitch, 2 outs. That's the game right there pretty much. I said the middle of the order, this was the inning for them to do it. Took them 2 outs to start it up, but they were able to. That's a moment he's going to remember forever, especially if they get these last 2 outs.
Back in the box is Blockberger. Coblentz the windup. Here's the 1-2. Swung on line. Up the middle, there's a base runner for Coldwater. Balin Blockberger breaks his 0-for-2 stint. Just the second hit of the ball game for the Cavaliers, and it's life for Coldwater.
Now batting for Coldwater.
1 out, 1 on. Up next is Mason Smith, the pitcher who gave up this lead.
Tough thing is, though, Blockberger has not had a stolen base this season. But you have Mason Smith up, the DH, to try and move him over via hit.
Big lead, however, by Blockberger on that pitch. It misses high, pressure on with 1 out. Steiner's in the grass on a potential bunt. I doubt they do it here.
I apologize. That was sacrifices. He has 10 stolen bases.
So he's definitely got the green light to go.
He does have 10 stolen bases.
From the stretch, Coblentz delivers, just misses high, so he's behind 2-0. And the pressure starting to mount for the Golden Bears in the field. Mason Smith 0-for-1, walked in his first at bat, struck out last time out. Long look over to first by Coblentz. He'll throw over, they nearly got him. Just able to reach that hand in.
And if you're Coblentz, I mean, you've only given up 2 hits all day. Focus on the batter. Get the out here. It'll put him into a tough position.
The 2-0 pitch. Runner stays at first. Pitch is high. And all of the pressure right now on the mound. That runner at first doesn't have to go at this point, as it looks like he may get the 90 feet on balls.
Coach Doc coming out to have a little chat with him, try and calm him down.
Coach also going to come over for Coldwater and talk to Mason Smith. And then also the on-deck hitter, Cody Depweg. So Coach Doc knows the situation, of course. He's a pitcher's coach. Pitched at MVNU. Very good pitcher there. Very good pitcher there. 2.11 career ERA.
Yeah. So you take a look at Shane's player spotlight once again.
It's coming into today.
Up to 90
Ks.
90. Yeah, he's at 90 now. Waynedale still in control right here. I think Coach Doc just telling him, hey, calm down. You've had one hard ball hit today, and that was the last pitch. Get back to what you've been doing. You're going to be fine. You've been in these situations before. Get the batter.
Here's a 3-0 pitch from the stretch. That one right down the heart of the plate. Credit Coach Doc for that one. Still a hitter's count, 3-1. Double play situation with that runner on first.
What a way to end the game if they could get that.
Solid lead from Blockberger. Throw back to first. Not even a tag attempt. Troyer throws back to the mound.
But now you're making that runner at first think where he doesn't get as much of a big lead.
Mason Smith at the plate. Ahead in the count, 3-1. The pitch from Coblentz. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Franks holds on, keeps that runner at first. And we are full again. Coblentz, this is where he's at his best. Another throw to first. Swipe is not in time from Troyer, the lefty. Troyer, if they win today, Waynedale, would be the starting pitcher in the state title game. Shane looks to the plate. The payoff, runner goes. Swung on, popped up in the outfield. Steiner's got a tough play. That will go into the netting. Foul.
The runner went off with the pitch, Jonathan. Coach at third base said, get it back, because he didn't see it happening. If that's caught in fair play, there's a throw to first that might have ended this, but thankfully the net got in the way of that.
Yeah, so Steiner tried to make a play over by the tarp and left, but just not much you could do with that netting in the way. So we're back to another payoff pitch. Again, double play situation. Blockberger at first. He went on the last pitch. Definitely a smaller lead now that they already know he was likely going to go, as we have time now. Chance to regroup for both Coblentz and Smith. Mason steps into the left-handed batter's box. Lead from Blockberger. Stays on this pitch. This one taken to right. Barkman backing up. That's why he's out there. Out number 2.
If this was anywhere else, that's a home run. But you're in a minor league baseball park where it's 337 out the right. In Apple Creek, that's probably onto the hill, but not here.
Very unforgiving field, and now the Golden Bears are 1 out away. Could still see some movement. Over at first, Cavaliers are 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts as Blockberger retreats back to first on a throw over. And as Travis said, 10 stolen bases for him this year, 127 for the team as a total this season. Next pitch. First one to the new batter, Cody Depweg, is high and outside. Well, we got to this point in a hurry, but since this bottom of the 7th, we have slowed things down. Pressure really picking up on the Golden Bears. Swinging a grounder over to short. This is scooped up by Miller. He takes the tough play to second. They get him there, and the Golden Bears are headed back to a state championship game.
Wow. Heroics. Something we didn't see last year against Heath was the big hit in the big situation. They get it, and then defense shutting things down from there as Waynedale will go for their 3rd state championship in 4 seasons tomorrow afternoon. And also Brandon as well. Jonathan, you'll get to call a state championship game, my friend. I got to call it 2 years ago for their 10-0 win over Harrison Central. Enjoy it. You're going to have a blast.
Golden Bears win number 29 on the season. They move to 29-4. Cavaliers end their season 28-3 in the state semifinals. 1 versus 2 did not disappoint today, and rightfully so. The final score today, 2-1. We'll take a break, come back live and free with your post-game show on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience. OH Report brings you local high school sports coverage like nobody else. In football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball, soccer, wrestling, track and field. If it's happening in our area, we're streaming it.
One.
This is the United Fencing post-game show as we celebrate the Waynedale Golden Bears taking down number 2 Coldwater by a final score of 2-1. So the number 1 team in Division 5 stays alive all the way to the end. We will see them play for a state title tomorrow afternoon. Same time, same place, right here at Canal Park.
Yeah, I mean, what again? We expected this. I said this all week. I said this on my show. I said this yesterday. The game of the weekend for semifinals was going to be this one. Now, the first 2 games of the day at Thurman Munson and here were extra inning games, but this one had pretty much everything that you wanted out of a number 1 versus number 2 matchup.
And this was just one of potentially 2 games this weekend where we were going to see a number 1 seed take on a number 2 seed. The other one would be if Berlin Highland and then also Lake Center Christian can hold on and win and face each other in a state championship in Division 6. But this one lived up to the billing. Just to kind of recap things, of course, Golden Bears were scoreless through 4. Bottom half of the 5th, they were able to load the bases with 2 outs. Cam Miller delivers just as a sophomore to score 2 of those runners. Coblentz and Barkman cross home plate. They take the lead for good after that.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest situation, 2-out Lightning. You go back to that at bat with Barkman. After the line out, a robbery to take off the hit, works the count full, multiple 2-strike foul balls, and then just sends one back up the middle. Brings up Coblentz, who lines it the right fielder playing back no doubles instead of trying to make an attempt at the ball, let it bounce. Barkman goes to third, allows Coblentz to go to second on the throw. Tristan Franks walks on a full count pitch. And then with 2 strikes, an 0-2 pitch, Cameron Miller back up the middle, saw the fastball high. The one time a high fastball was hit back up the middle, and it gave Waynedale the lead and the win.
Shane Coblentz, one of the runners to cross the plate, was also money in the mound. 7 innings pitched, just 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 2 walks, but the 8 strikeouts. That was a summary of this one for Shane Coblentz. Such a good job, especially towards the middle of the game after giving up that first run from Coldwater, keeping the door shut the rest of the way.
Yeah, and hi guys, but striking out 8 batters in a row, 8 Ks he will finish with today. He was dominant after giving up that 1 run. It kind of angered him, and from then on, he was another man. He was man-possessed out there on the mound, as you see. Lynchburg, Clare, Graham Local, our next game that'll be off probably at 7 o'clock like it's supposed to. We'll see. You'll call it.
And we're gonna take some seats here and enjoy some nice Division 5 baseball later on. 4 of the 5 hits came from the top 3 hitters in the lineup. Barkman was able to get one at the bottom end as the 9-hole hitter. But yeah, you see the numbers there. Coldwater finishes the year 28-3. Very good team, very good program, very good athletic department. They will have to settle for just 3 state championships this year. I know they're a little disappointed about that. But Waynedale moves on. Lynchburg Clay, number 7 in Division 5. Graham Local unranked. So, got to be feeling good after taking down a team like Coldwater in the state semi and a chance to move on and win your 3rd state title in 4 years. And just their 3rd in general, correct?
Yeah.
This is their golden age for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, this is we caught them the first year they won it. And it was a walk-off in extra innings against Edison. The next year we did a stream where they just blanked Harrison Central. Last year fell to Heath in a tough one. But this is the big win. And, their 5th year. They actually did come here in 16. They beat Clear Fork, actually, that year in the semifinal and then lost in the championship game. But since then, though, it's been dominant. But let's get ready. You got an interview to do, and then let's watch the second game of the night.
Thank you so much for joining us here. We look forward to welcoming you back tomorrow, same time, 4 o'clock, for a Division 5 state championship here at Canal Park. They're getting ready for the second game of this Division 5 semifinal between Lynchburg Clay and Graham Local. Keep you updated on the result of that as we get it here from Canal Park. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks to our sponsors scrolling through your screen one final time. Signing off here from Canal Park, Jonathan Langdon, Travis Berardi, Brandon Powell. We will say see you next time here on the OH Report.